nail professional on Facebook suggested to me, she said, Doug, why don't you talk about the difference or the definitions between of sanitation, disinfection, and sterilization, or their differences? Because people don't seem to understand fully. Some are confused and some use these words improperly. And I agree, I think that's absolutely true. So let's talk about that. What is sanitize? Sanitize is simply to clean something. When you say you sanitize your implements for your clients, well, that's true. You clean them, and that's one of the most important things you can do. It seems so simple, but when you sanitize your implements, you remove at least 99% of the contaminants that are on the surface of that implement, sometimes even better. If you use a scrub brush to scrub, you can do even better than that. So cleaning is very important, but you want to make sure after you clean something you properly rinse it to remove all of the soap scum or soap film that can form, because these soap residues can deactivate your disinfectant, which is the next step. A disinfectant is a liquid solution that you immerse your implements into that's designed to kill pathogens or all microbes that are on that surface. It won't kill all of them. It'll kill 99.99% though. That's pretty darn good if you ask me. And sometimes people will say that disinfectants aren't very effective, but of course they are. 99.99% is very effective, which is why hospitals largely rely on disinfectants to control infectious organisms inside the hospital. Most things can't be sterilized. A pedicure bowl, your tabletop, your receiver on your telephone can't be put in an autoclave. So the way that we have to render these safe and remove pathogens from their surface is by cleaning and using disinfectants properly. That means properly mixing them, properly changing them when they become contaminated, or as instructed. Oftentimes that's every day they need to be changed and mixed freshly. So make sure you're using them properly so that they're going to be efficacious and work to get these levels of disinfection that you expect that are proven by scientific testing to be achievable if they're used correctly and properly. Also, you want to stick your fingers in disinfectants because they can irritate your skin. They can be, especially for some people that have developed sensitivities from repeatedly sticking their fingers into disinfectant solutions. That's possible. So avoid doing that. Use a tong or wear a pair of disposable gloves after you reach in, throw your gloves away, and then properly store your implements, of course. Also I need to talk about sterilization. Sterilization now is one step above disinfection. Sterilization kills all living things on a surface. So it goes from 99.99% to 100%. So some people deem that as important and that they invest in an autoclave. That's fine. You don't need to do that unless you're you're an area that requires you to sterilize. That's not something you need to do to have a safe salon, because cleaning and disinfection will also provide a safe salon as well. It's not one or the other. Both of these work. If you want to rely on sterilization of your implements, that's perfectly fine. Make sure you use your autoclave properly. Read the instructions, get regular maintenance on it to make sure it's in tip-top condition, and also you need to test it regularly to ensure that it's working properly. It may not be heating up or pressurizing correctly and not giving you 100% kill as it's designed to do for these pathogens. So one way, the best way, in fact the way that you must ensure that these autoclaves are working properly is use what's called a spore test, S-P-O-R-E. You can look up Spore Tests for autoclaves on the internet, and you'll I'm sure you'll find them. I looked for them myself and was able to find them. When you find these, you can use them as a test for your autoclave. Put them in the autoclave, run it through a cycle. It should kill all those spores. You send it into a laboratory, and for low cost, they'll analyze that and verify that indeed your autoclave is working. Hospitals do that once a week to ensure their autoclaves are working. I believe salons should do that at least once per month to ensure the autoclave is properly protecting their client. So again, autoclaves, sterilize, disinfect. All these things are great ways to protect your client from the potential of developing infection. So make sure you do them properly and every time, and your clients will thank you, I'm sure. Well, and again, it's very important to follow manufacturer's instructions to use these disinfectants and autoclaves